So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Tim. I'm a 19-year-old computer science major. I just finished my second year at the University of Ottawa. Now this summer, I'm actually going to be working as a remote software engineering intern at Microsoft. So that's pretty exciting. Unfortunately, I was actually supposed to be working in Redmond, Washington. Due to this situation, it's going to be remote, but that's alright. It's still been a great time so far. Now, if you guys do know who I am, that is probably from my YouTube channel, Tech with Tim. So I run a pretty popular YouTube channel called Tech with Tim. It's dedicated to just teaching programming, mostly in the Python programming language. Now, what I'm going to do here is just kind of talk to you guys about, I guess, some tips and advice I have for high school students. So if you want to end up maybe in a similar situation to me, you just want to do some things to better yourself or get better at programming, hopefully this video will help you out. Now, before I get into that, the first thing I want to say is that I'm actually really excited to be here because I'm currently in Aurora, Ontario. So I'm actually quite close to you guys. I grew up in Canada. I've been in this area pretty much my entire life, and I actually was born in Mississauga. I didn't live there for very long, but I was born there, so kind of a fun fact before we get into the story and the advice. So I was going to share a little bit of a story with you guys on kind of how I got into programming and tech. But I think it's more valuable for you if I just give you kind of 3 core pieces of advice that I wish I had followed a little bit more when I was in high school. That first piece of advice, and probably the most important in my opinion, is to make sure that you're having fun. Now, I know that this sounds like kind of that cliche, like, oh, always have fun, that all the teachers say and all of that. But really, when it comes to programming, it's so important, especially at your age, that you actually enjoy what you're doing. And if you don't, maybe this isn't the career for you, or maybe you should try some different areas of programming and find what you really do enjoy. The last thing you want to do is just be grinding and working super hard at something that you actually really don't like and not giving yourself the opportunity to work on those fun projects, work on those non-practical, silly games that really keep the passion and your motivation for learning programming alive. The reason that I've been able to get to the point that I'm at today is because I actually thoroughly enjoy what I'm doing. This isn't something that I find boring. It's not something I hate. It's not something that's, killing my brain or whatever that I find too difficult. It's something that I really enjoy, and I want to make sure, especially when you're a kid and you start learning programming, that you're doing things that you enjoy. So, take a weekend every now and then, or take some time and actually work on something that's fun, work on something you've wanted to build. And that's going to encourage you, first of all, to learn more, because you're going to want to complete this cool project of your own. And I'm sure there's going to be things you're going to have to learn and look up on the side. But it's also just going to keep that passion and motivation for learning alive, which I think is really important. So the next piece of advice I want to give you that kind of goes hand in hand with this one is try different things. You're at a stage right now in your life where you don't really have anyone telling you what to do. I mean, okay, maybe your parents, but when it comes to university, you're going to have a lot less free time, especially if you're in a program like computer science. And when you're programming, a lot of the time you're going to be programming stuff that someone else told you to do. Now is a great opportunity to take time to just try a bunch of random different things that you've wanted to look at and see which ones you really enjoy. It's a great time to just taste and try things out. And I want to encourage you to do that because you might not even know that, hey, web development is your favorite thing if you've never tried it before. So just try out a few different things. If there's an area you've wanted to learn, but it doesn't go with what you know right now, why does it matter? Spend a week or two, spend a few days, look it up and see if you enjoy it, because you never know, that might be the thing that you want to go into, and maybe that changes your whole perspective on what it is you actually want to do. And the last thing I want to share with you is that if you want to be in a situation like I am right now, it really does require a lot of hard work. And I'm not encouraging all of you to put in a lot of hard work. This is totally up to you and what you kind of want from life and your career and all of that. But if you want to be a successful programmer, or you want to be someone who's working at a top tier tech company like Microsoft or Google or Amazon or whatever it is, you really have to put in a lot of work. And that's not to discourage you. And the whole reason I gave you the first 2 points is because I want you to be able to put in that amount of work when you're having fun and you're actually enjoying what you're doing. But you really got to take what you're doing right now and bring it outside of the classroom. I can tell you right now that I work probably 10 or 12 hours a day, every single day, no matter what, 7 days a week. That's just me. That's what I like doing. I'm not telling any of you to do that. But if you want to get to a level where you're really good at what you do, you have to put in a lot of work. And that is just the reality of it. And you're only able to put in that amount of work if you enjoy what you're doing. So just understand that, the work, obviously it pays off. Trust me, it does. But you have to be willing to want to do that. And of course, that's why I gave you those first 2 points, because I want you to be able to put in that amount of work and things that you enjoy and what you actually want to do. So yeah, that's kind of been my 3 little points here. I wish I had more time to share stuff with you guys. If you have any questions or you want to reach me, you can always try on the YouTube channel. I have an Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all of that stuff. I'd be happy to respond. Just let me know you're from the hackathon, and I'll probably be able to respond to you. But anyways, it was great to be able to be here and have a chat with you guys. This was not scripted, so ignore any of the disfluencies or anything like that. And with that being said, best of luck to everyone at the hackathon, and hopefully I'll see you guys sometime in the future.